Okay, so that is Martin Simpson's reinterpretation of Bob Dylan's Boots of Spanish Leather. As you know the song, it's probably, you'll know that it's part of a medley, okay? I've already done the video on One More Day, the first part of the medley, so we'll not be doing that today. Okay, let's get to it. First things first, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you like the video, give me a like, that would be great. Okay, so first things first, the tuning of the guitar. The guitar, without the capo on, is tuned to a Csus2 tuning. So it's the sixth string is C, the fifth is G, the fourth is C, the third is G, the second goes up to C, and the first goes down to D. So everything's going down, apart from the second, which goes up, okay? Capo on the 4 puts us in E, Sus2. But I'll be referring to the shapes and stuff relative to the capo, okay? Now, as a general rule, the thumb will be playing 6, 5, 4, and the index on the 3, middle on the 2, ring on the 1, okay? All right, let's have a look at my... I tabbed this out about 20 years ago, so it's not very well done. Let's have a look. I just know how to play it. So we start. First finger, by the way, if you don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, P, I, M, A, E, if you use it, if you're doing flamenco, but we're not doing that today. So, first finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, third finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string, and your 4th finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. Now the first bar goes... So have a look at that again. Don't worry, I'm going to do it very slow. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4 and 3, 2. Now it's a lot to remember, so you can break it into 2 parts if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Think of that as the first section, and then 2, 4 and 3, 2. Okay, or you can try and do the whole thing. Okay, it's a lot faster. Okay, but just as always, practice it slow. So, and before you start, place your fingers on. Okay, where you want them to be. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 4 and 3, 2. Okay, now you can just, what you can do, I do this because of how I learned it, problems being self-taught when you're young, would have made more sense to do this, but I do that, okay? So from this sort of B power chord position, we're gonna drop our first finger to the 2nd fret on the 4th string and leave the 4th finger where it is. Then the sequence is 5, 4, turn in a bit there, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3 in the chord, and then we're going to do a slide here. So that's that bar. I'll play the bar and then I'll do it slow again for you. Okay, so from that position, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Think of that as the first section, and then I'm going to use your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. We're going to play that with the open 4th and slide the 3rd finger to the 4th. Okay? So that should be thumb in middle there. Then your index plays the open 3. We're going to drop to the 1st string and we're going to put 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st finger on the 2nd fret, because we're going to do a pull off and open 2nd string, see? Now the reason why I put them both on at the same time, it conserves energy and you get a better pull off. Now remember, when you pull off, even though it's called a pull off, you don't just lift off, you see, you want to pull down slightly. Let the left hand perform the stroke. So that whole section, whoops, sorry. Okay, So those two bars together. Okay, so just practice those two until you're comfortable with them. Okay, next section. Right, we are going to slide from the 2 on the 4 to the 5. Let me just double check. Say I haven't got that. Has it got that in? Yeah, sorry, I wrote this down about 20 years ago. So we play the open 4th, hammer with the 3rd finger onto the 2, and then slide that to the 5. And then we just go 3, 2, 3, but sustain that. Keep it the vibrato going. See? So you can keep that note going. Next section, okay? We're going to use the 2nd finger this time, and we're going to go open to 4 hammer. Open 3rd string, you see? Open 4th, hammer with the 2, open 3rd string, and then just move the 2 to the 5 on the 5, the 3 to the 5 on the 4, and strum through to the 2nd string with your thumb. And hit that open 1st string. Right? So that's okay. And then we're going to do a trill here. We're going to just drop the 1st finger to the 4 on the 4. Okay. Sound like that, but we're going to go 4, hammer the 2nd finger to the 5, pull down for the pull off, and then pull down again for the open string. Play that with your thumb, by the way. Okay, so that full section. Okay, I'll play the 4 bars together. Should be now. Always stop the video and just do the bits as you go. Okay, remember to pause and take your time. Right, next section. We're going to hammer onto the same again. Open to 4, but this time use with 3rd finger. Okay, so we go open 4th. Whoops. And 3rd finger hammers to the 4th fret. Open 3rd string. Then let your 3rd finger come to the 5th string and drop your 1st finger to the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Strum through, open E, and then. So where your 1st finger already is, we're going to play that. Hammer the 3rd finger to the 4, pull down for the pull up, pull down again for the pull up to the open. Okay. So that bit. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll go to the 5 on the 5. Sorry, one second. Yeah, so that 5 should be slid in. Again, sorry, I haven't seen this tablature in a very long time. So, we're going to slide in the 2nd finger from the 2 to the 5 on the 5, and then we'll play the open 3, 2, 1. Just going back to the 4. Is that the right fingers? I think so. And then we're going back to that B shape here, and we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Okay. So it's. Sorry, that should have been with the 4th finger. So we'll slide in with the 4th finger. So let's try all those parts together. I use my third finger there. So again, you could use your third finger, second finger, land on your first finger there. I mean, that would make more sense for positional playing. But I'm guessing, again, learned this a very long time ago, and I'm just using the fingers that I learned it with. Okay. Okay, so next section, we want the fourth finger on the 5 and the 6. I'm going to play that with the open 2. Alright, so we're going to play that with the open 2, then the 4 with the thumb. We're going to pull, leave this on by the way, the fourth finger. We're going to pull the second fret on the 3rd string, like that, okay? 4, 3, so it goes 6 and 2, 4, 3 with the pull, 4, 3, just the open strings there. Yeah, so from there, okay, so we're going to slide in the 2 to the 4 on the 4th string, open 3 and 2, slide it back to the open. Okay, so it's going back to the B shape. Okay, so that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, and then when we reach for that 1 again, we want to play it with the open 5 and drop the first finger like we did before. 4, 3, 2. Okay, so I'll show you again. And then we'll put the 4th finger back to the 5th on the 6th there, and we're going to do very similar movements. 6 and 2, 4, pull, hammer, open 2, open 1, open 2, pull the 3rd, see? That's the last bit. Okay, so all of your parts together, play it very slow so you can follow it. Speed. Okay, so hopefully that's all you need for those sections. Any questions, feel free to put them in the comments if I've missed something. I don't edit these videos. I will one day. I will learn how to do it one day, and it will actually make my life easier. You know, because sometimes I make mistakes at the beginning, and if I could just keep recording and slice bits out, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, now the interlude / outro is very similar. Different melody, obviously, but very similar form. So we're going to start from the 2 on the 5 and the 2 on the 1, right? And we're going to stagger those. We don't play them together. As we're going to go. We'll do it very, very fast. Okay? So that's 5, 3, 2, 1. Let your 4th finger come to the 3 and the 4. And try and let these continue to sustain as you play that part. How about, before I break it down, how about I play it through for you so you know which bit of part I mean it is. So it's So 1 to the 2 on the 5, 2 to to the 2 on the 1, thumb, index, middle ring, 5, 3, 2, 1. Fourth finger, try and keep it sustained. Fourth finger goes to the 4 on the 3, and then the open 2. Now we've got the open string. I'm going to do a little trill on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So we play the open 5, 3, 2, 1, hammer the 2, pull down, you see? Okay, 2 and 1. So all together, those parts. That's the first bar, okay? Now, we're going to slide into the 4 on the 2 from the 2nd fret. That's it, so sorry, it should, in sequence, slide with the 3rd finger to the 4th fret on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. Open first. Put your 1st finger on the 2 behind the 3rd finger, and we're going to pull. Then the open 3rd string there. So again, have them both on at the same time. Don't go. It's a waste of energy, and look, a lot easier, and you get a much better sound. Okay, so. Okay. Now we're going to go from the 4 on the 4, and we go 4, 3, 2, push it forward to the 5, 5 on the 4, open 3, 4 on the 3, open 2. Okay, so that section goes. Sorry. So all together. Next section, we're going to drop down to the 5 on the 1, but also the 2 on the 1, because we're going to pull. Okay, so that's with the open 4th and the 1st string. I'm going to put my 3rd finger on the 4 of the 5. And I took my 4th finger there on the 4 of the 3. So start 5 and 1 together, and then 1, 2, 3. So as I reach the 3rd string, I'm going to put my 4th finger on the 4th fret there. So, okay. Next section, I'm going to drop down to the 1, the 2nd fret on the 1, and we're going to pull. And that's the open 2nd string. So with the open 4th at the beginning, and then the 4 and the 5 with the open 1st. So we'll play that with the open first, and we're going to hammer and pull. 3, 2. A lot of open strings, I'm sure you've noticed by now. Okay, so together, those last 2 parts. Okay, next section. 2 on the 5, 2 on the 3. I'm going to pull the 3rd string, okay? And land on the 5 of the 4 there. So now I'm going to leave that there, and as I move, I'm going to put my 3rd finger behind it, lift off my 4th finger, and I'm going to play the 4 and the 3, sorry, the 5 and the 4 together, and I'm going to hammer from the 4 to the 5. And then I play 3, 2, 1. So that section. Time. Now we go back into this B power chord, and we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then when we arrive at the 1, we're going to switch the chord shape and play the open 5, 4, 3, 2, so good. It's just the same as it was before, and then the final section is it's the same ending as the verse actually. So we're going to put the 4th finger on the 5 of the 6. We're going to play the 6 with the open 2, 4, pull on the 3, hammer on the 3, 2, 1, 2, pull the 3. So it's same ending as before, okay? So let me just break that down one more time. So that's 6 and 2 together. 4, pull the 3, 4, hammer the 3, 2, 1, 2, together. I'll play it very slow. So it's not slow enough. I'll start again. So it's the interlude. I think he plays it twice, and then he plays it twice again at the end, and you finish on that, you know. So I'll play it in context. Actually, I was just thinking about that as I was doing it. I'll play from the One More Day. Getting on my nerves, got a hair on my Let me start that again. This is another reason why we need to edit. Always loved playing that one. I've been very fortunate enough to see Martin Simpson play as well. Was it 5, 6 times? Maybe it's more. The best time was at the Buddle Club in Wallsend in the northeast of England. It was a flawless performance, an amazing crowd. Everybody was respectful and everybody just listened, and he was on form. And I do remember actually he made one mistake, and he was like, well, I'm allowed one. So I think he knew it was a pretty good gig. All right, any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. If you want the tab, you can have it, but like I say, I wrote this maybe 25 years ago and it's not very neat, but if you want it, you can have it free of charge. All right, okay, like I say, consider liking and subscribing, commenting, hyping, all that nonsense, and get me millions of subscribers. That'd be great.